Hey, what's up YouTube, Sky Badger here, and we're back on a late day 2 of our Conflict of Nations little series. So, still the tutorial game, and not much has happened. I've learned a few things. I'm sure in the last video you guys already told me all the things I've probably figured out, and a lot more. So, if we have a look at what we've been up to, we have completely captured what was a small section of Canada. Toronto, we haven't annexed it yet, and it's going to be very expensive to annex it. We've got a little bit of problem generating rare material. As you can see, we're only making 1,800 a day, so to annex Toronto is nearly a day's worth of production. I have spent a lot of time updating and upgrading our production to make sure it is competitive, but that in itself is pretty expensive. So in these homeland provinces, we have upgraded the production with local industry to help get them producing up to the standards we need. Now, supplies and components are the two areas that we have plenty of. So at this point, I'm upgrading them with the hopes that someone will chuck some trades on the market and we can sell them for money, then buy more of the stuff we need. We completely bought all the rare material on the market, and we did this so we could open up arms industry in all of our cities except Toronto, which we just captured, because no point building arms industry there when we can't even mobilize troops there. So we spent a lot of our rare material and bought a lot of it and upgrading and buying arms industry so we can produce fighters, corvettes, and more advanced troops. Now, I'm not sure if that's a step in the right direction because it's put us behind on research, but considering the rest of the people in the game don't seem to be doing so much, I think it's a step in the right direction. I don't know. The newspaper as well, from what I can see, doesn't show that sort of information as well. If we come into economics, we can just see that people are losing troops. We can't see who's building what, that sort of stuff like you can on Call of War. So that's interesting right there. So as you can see as well, when we went over it, we are moving into Iceland, and we're getting there slowly, and we should be able to capture this hopefully pretty easily. I've done the maths and we should win 4 versus 2. It's going to be a close one. We are going to take some casualties, but we should win. I've also got our only fighter, and we'll have 2 soon, doing a little bit of ground striking, and hopefully this will flip the tide of battle towards us and give us the advantage we need. 1 hit point every hour or so makes all the difference. Saves troops as well. We also got our first batch of troops produced in some of our cities, so we have had some small amount of reinforcements, but it doesn't outweigh the number of troops we lost taking Canada. We lost 5. So currently we are down from where we started, but we are coming back up. So since last time I talked, Spain is now under control of a human player, although I'm not sure how long they'll last. So Spain's no longer an option. From looking at it, it's clear that Algeria has not taken out Morocco, and Spain has not taken out Portugal. The United Kingdom is taking out Ireland, but doing it slowly. So we still have some options in terms of getting into Europe. We have the options of Portugal, where did I get that from? Portugal and Morocco. So at least if we did come down here and move into here, we'd have 2 very nice options. Now at the other end of Morocco, there is also this lovely piece of land down here, and considering how the map is sized, we could very easily kind of treat this almost as an island, and if we have naval superiority, we could very easily capture it. Now, these sort of operations are still days away. I'd like to set up footholds in Portugal and in Morocco before we do that. So, if you guys have any advice or any tips, please let me know. Is there any troops I should be building? Any troops I should avoid? You know, that sort of stuff. With my, once I get 1,200, I think it was, I am going to research mobile anti-air, so I have some form of air defense. So as you can see, I can't build now because I don't have enough rear. Then I also want to get some artillery, and I think that will be of use as well. How good are submarines in the game, guys? I'm not too sure about that, so knowing that would be really useful as well. And yeah, I'm also keen to build up my navy, considering I am a island nation. So the next step is to get frigates. And from what I understand, they're more of an anti-air sort of thing. Yeah, so that should be useful. Anyway, does anyone notice that this is pretty lagged behind? Like, it always seems to be way behind what's actually happening in the game. Maybe we go into here and we update it. We just have a scroll through and we see everything that's happened. There we go. No more notifications. So, thank you for watching, guys. If you have any advice, I really need it. Let me know. I'll see you guys in the next episode.